In our 36th lab programming session, we will be writing a program to implement strcpy function. What it means? It means we are implementing our own string copy function. So let's get started with our program. In our program, we are having a function by name mystrcpy. Because we are implementing the function on our own, I named it as mystrcpy. And this function is having two parameters, and both of those arguments or both of those parameters are pointer variables, and these pointer variables are pointing to a character. It is storing the address of a character memory location. Okay, and the name of those pointers is, the first pointer is dest and the second pointer is src. And what it returns? It returns void. It is not going to return anything, but by the end of this function call, once we complete this function call, we will have a copy of the source value into the destination. So we'll understand that. First, we will go into our main function. In this main function, we are having two arrays means two string values are there, and the name of the first string is source, and the size of this array is 50 character size, and I've allocated a value into this, I've assigned a value into this, and the value is wisdomers. Now what happens on the memory by the execution of this line of code? Let's assume that the compiler has allocated the starting address for src, source. So not src, it is source. In short, I have written as src. So let's assume that it has allocated the memory location 100. Now the 50, how many memory bytes will get allocated for source? 50 memory bytes will get allocated, because each character is going to occupy 1 byte of space. So the amount of space that is occupied by source is 50 memory locations, starting from 100 to 149. And immediately after executing this line of code, the wisdomers will get copied, each character will get copied onto this string, and after the 9 characters, so it is having 9 characters, after 108, it is going to occupy the null character, and the remaining spaces will be occupied by null characters. Now coming to the second line of code, here I have created another array of 50 size, and it is a character array of characters, and the name of this array is destination, and it is going to occupy 50 spaces, and let's assume that the compiler has allocated its address from 200 to 249. Okay, so the next line of code is a printf statement. We are printing the source, the value stored in source, and after that we are calling the function. And what are the arguments within this function call? We are having destination and source. Now can you guess what are the values that are being passed in this function call? The destination, what is the value stored in destination? It is an array, character array of characters. It is a character array, means it is storing the address, the starting address of destination. The starting address of destination is 200 and the starting address of source is 100. Now these values will be passed. Now where they will get stored? They will get stored in this pointer variable, and the value stored in dest is 200, and the value stored in src, is 100. See, because these are pointers, okay, so that is because these are names of the arrays, we should store them in the pointer variable. Now we have done it. Now what is that this function is doing is, here we are having a while loop, and what is the conditional statement in this while loop is, it is going to check the character in the src. So star src means we are going into that memory location. What is the value stored in src? It is 100. In the memory location 100, what is the character that is stored? It is w. The first character is w, and we are going to compare whether the w is not equal to null character or not. Is it true? Yes, w is not equal to null character. If that is true, we will enter into this while loop, and we are going to assign star of src into star of destination, dest. Means, so now star of src is w. Now we are going to store the value of W into this star of destination. What is the dest is having? 200, star of 200, we are having an empty value. Now we are going to copy the W into this, the first memory location of destination. Try to understand this. Okay, now the copy of the first character has been done. What is the next line of code? It is strc++. We are doing the pointer arithmetic. SRC is a pointer. If you add 1 to it, what happens? It depends upon the type of pointer. It is character pointer. Because this is a character pointer, we have to add and it is having a capacity. Character occupies 1 bytes of space. So it is going to get the next immediate address. Okay, what if it is an integer? It is going to take the size of the integer 4 bytes and we are going to go into the 104 memory location. If it is an integer pointer, we will be shifting the pointer arithmetic. I am repeating the pointer arithmetic. So because this is 100 and if it is an integer, it will be get the size of an integer. Let's assume that if it is 4, now we will be getting an address of 104. But this is not our case. In our case, it is a the pointer is a character pointer. So the size of a character is 1 byte of space. Now SRC plus 1 is going to get a value of 101. Try to understand that. Okay, so the new SRC value is 101 and new destination dest value is 201. Okay, now again this loop will iterate. Now star of SRC. What is the value stored in SRC? It is 101. Star of SRC is having a value of I. Now, is this value I not equal to null character? Yes, it is true. The value stored in SRC is not equal to null character. Now what happens? We will be entering into the while loop and now we are storing that value I into the destination address, which is 201. Now the I will be copied onto this 201. Try to understand this. How we are copying the value of SRC onto destination, step by step. Okay. Now again this will get incremented. Now this value is going to be 102. The SRC value will be incremented. It will become 102 and the destination value will get incremented. It will become 202. Now again this loop iterate until it reaches this point where it is null character. Once we reach this point, we are going to compare null character not equal to null character. Is it true? No, it is not true. Okay, now we are going to come out of this loop. By the end of this loop, all the characters in SRC will be copied onto the destination. Try to understand that. Okay, now we have copied all the values onto the destination. But do we have a null character in destination? No, we don't have null characters in destination. Now what we have to do? This is the critical step. Out of all these steps, this is the critical step that we need to understand. Now here what we are doing is we are assigning a null character into destination. Now what is the value stored in destination? The value stored in destination, the address that is stored in destination is 209. So try to understand that. I think you can calculate that 209. Why we got the 209. Okay. Now if you have any doubts regarding this 209, please post your comment. Please post a comment in the comment section. And this video is a part of entire C programming course. And our channel is a dedicated channel for computer science and engineering courses. All our courses are related to the computer science and engineering courses, and all our courses are full courses and freely available courses. The link to the courses is provided in the description. Please click on the link and get access to all our courses. And please subscribe to our channel. Your subscription helps us a lot in creating content like this. And please like this video and share this video with your friends. Now, what is that we are doing here is we are assigning a null character into this destination address, which is 209. So in this memory location, we are going star destination. We are going into that memory location 209. So let's assume that if this is 209 and in this memory location, we are storing null character, which is representing the end of the string. Okay, so now if you come back here, after the this is returning a void, and after completion of this string function, we are printing this printf statement. And what is that which is stored in destination? It is a string. So if you %s, now we are going to get that complete string, and we are going to print that wisdomers by this printf statement. Okay, so this is how the string copy function can be written. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next class, we will be understanding ASCII values. So that's it for this video. See you in the next class.